Say good morning, everybody. We're gonna go get out of our sleep sack, get a diaper change. Welcome to Vlogmas day 17. Right? Vlogmas day 17. Yes. Woo! Oh. Did you have a good night? Did you have a good night? Hey, Zaza. Oh, we had a good night. Alright, let's see Dada. Okay, so I even put this sweater on. I was like all gung-ho about getting ready for the day. So it's like, yes, I'm just gonna go get this sweater on that I've never even worn. I really like it a lot. It has tags on it still that I haven't taken off, and didn't do my hair, didn't do my makeup. Zion woke up as I was getting ready, and so I just hung out with him for a little bit, and he is back asleep. His sleep schedule is just kind of off some days lately because he was sleeping later in the mornings some days, and so it's like those days it's kind of weird. So he's back in bed right now, but so anyway, I just want to jump on and kind of hang out for a little bit. I'm drinking coffee for the first time. I didn't even have any this morning. It was a weird morning. I slept late with him. I'm gonna grab this though. I want to show you guys. Anyway, I was gonna get ready, and so that's my excuse of the day why I didn't actually get ready. Let's hold this down a little bit though. Whoa. Gonna have to get a battery too. But this is just, you know, my hair is also a absolute train wreck. I thought I was getting it done this morning, and I am not. It's just we never nailed down the time, so I'm getting it done on, I think she said Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday morning. And so some of my extensions fell out because honestly it's been way too long. Like, you're supposed to go sooner than that, but I just didn't. So some of them fell out on this side. It's just, they're a wreck, honestly. I'm like, my hair is a real mess right now, but you know, it's okay. I just need a little refresh on Tuesday. Let me grab a battery and then we'll finish this. So anyway, I'm gonna do devotional time with you guys, but let me get back in position because I like seeing the tree in the background like that. Okay, so anyway, that's my whole reasoning for why I look crazy. But I was gonna do devotional time with you guys. Also, I was gonna talk to you guys about like gift stuff, but I can't really do that. I'll do it, obviously Vlogmas ends at Christmas, but I don't stop vlogging there. I mean, I'm still gonna be vlogging, so I will tell you guys, maybe in the Christmas Day vlog, what I got for other people as well, or at least some of it. Like, I sent my mom and dad gifts, and I was gonna tell you guys about one of the things I'm doing for my dad for Christmas. We're not going home for Christmas. If anybody, you know, doesn't know that, we don't live near family. We're gonna be here in Texas for Christmas, and so I'm sending gifts like that. And so anyway, my dad, I was thinking like I could tell about his because I don't think he watches the vlogs that much, but he's watching them today, so I don't want to tell anything because not that he really cares probably, but I want one of them to be a surprise at least. So I'll do devotional time with you guys and we'll just kind of hang out. I know I told you guys the other day in a vlog, like 2 days, I think it was 2 days ago, that I just had a really bad day. It was just mentally a hard day. I just wasn't, just emotionally, I just had a rough day. And so, I think that obviously getting centered and getting, you know, some time in the Word and some time knowing, like, this is the Jesus Calling devotional. And I know it has some criticisms because it's like, she writes it like she's Jesus and whatever. And I think you have to understand, like, the creative, like the context behind what she's doing. She's taking everything, her name's Sarah Young, she's taking everything from the Bible. I mean, this is all very biblical, but she's obviously just writing it out as, it's kind of like what The Chosen does. If you guys have watched that series, I love The Chosen so much. It's kind of similar to that. Like, it's all biblical, but obviously, like, you know, she's writing it out in different words as if Jesus is speaking it, but it is stuff, you know, she even puts verses with it that go right along with it. So it's always very biblically sound. I really like Jesus Calling. I think she does a great job. But this is the Christmas devotional. I've talked about it in a lot of Vlogmas. I love this so much. I'm like so excited that I have this. It's just such a nice book, and I don't know, I really enjoy sitting down with it. They're really short, so if you're not much of a reader, like, I don't love to just sit and read long books, honestly, unless it's just really interesting. And so this one is like really nice because you don't have to have a ton of time, to just sit and read it. Which obviously we should all be making time for our devotionals and everything every day. But, some days are obviously easier to do that than others if we're honest. So, this is a good one just to kind of get into. But I'm going to read one of them today with you guys. I kind of am doing them in order, but there's not specific days on this one. So the other one, there are days, like there's actual like days on the top, like it'll say a certain time that you're supposed to read it. But this one is just, I guess you could read it randomly. But it says, this is a really short one. Do not be weighed down by the clutter in your life. So again, this is like from the perspective of Jesus talking. So it's, do not be weighed down by the clutter in your life. Lots of little chores to do sometime in no particular order. If you focus too much on these petty tasks, trying to get them all out of the way, you will discover that they are endless. And that is the truth. They can eat up as much time as you devote to them. Instead of trying to do all your chores at once, choose the ones that need to be done today. Let the rest slip into the background of your mind so I can be in the forefront of your awareness. Remember that your ultimate goal is living close to me, being responsive to my initiatives. I can communicate with you, but most readily when your mind is uncluttered and turned toward me. Seek my face continually throughout this day. Let my presence bring order to your thoughts, infusing peace into your entire being. And then there's 4 verses with this one. So Proverbs 16:3, commit to the Lord whatever you do, and your plans will succeed. Matthew 6:33, but seek first his kingdom and his righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well. Psalm 27:8, when you said, seek my face, my heart said to you, your face, Lord, I will seek. And Isaiah 26:3, you will keep him in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on you because he trusts in you. And so I really like that one. I actually did skim over that one the other day, or whenever I got the devotional, I think, one of those days. I like that one because it's such, literally my hair is stuck to this thing. Told you it's a mess. Anyway, so I like that one because it's such practical advice, and I think sometimes we over spiritualize a lot of things, and it's kind of like, it's kind of like the thing where you might say like, oh, it's a spiritual attack. And I believe in spiritual attacks. There are spiritual attacks for sure. But sometimes it's just that you need to drink water and take care of your body. You know what I mean? Or sometimes it's that you need to do this. Sometimes it's not a spiritual attack. Sometimes it's like you've been dumb and you need to take care of this. So I think that's one of those things, like very practical advice, coming from the perspective of Jesus speaking. And he is speaking in these verses. Or in a lot of these verses. So I think that is really practical of like, we all have so much on our plate. We all have so many things that we could be doing, and we all have so many things that we need to be doing. But I think what I'm trying to like get in my mind is like, what does God want me to do right now? What is first priority? What is first thing to be taken care of? What am I called to do right now? Just because it's a good thing to do, just because it's something that is good to do and you should do it. Is it a God thing in that moment? Is it what he's calling you to do right then? Is it what he's calling you to do right in that moment? Is it what he wants for you that day? I think it's important to realize he has a specific call in your life. And also looking at it as in, like, for me, I have so many things around the house that need to be taken care of right now. I have clothes that need to be put away. I have things that I need to do. And obviously it can be I get really overwhelmed. I talked about that in one of these vlogs, by that kind of stuff, where I just feel like everything's out of order. Everything's in chaos. And I get hard on myself about it. Like, I should be doing this. I should be doing better. I shouldn't, take a break. I need to be working on this and all that kind of stuff. And I think it's so important. Like it says here, remember that your ultimate goal is living close to me. Like, that is the ultimate goal. Like, as long as he's at the forefront of our lives, we're not failing. We're not failing at our calling, because our ultimate goal, our ultimate calling is to be close to him, to lead people to him. And all this other stuff is really just busy work in the grand scheme of things. But I do think there's a specific call on us to take care of the things that he's given us. And so I think it's really important, to understand how much to focus. Like it says, if you focus too much on these petty tasks, trying to get them all out of the way, you'll discover that they're endless. I think that's really important, finding that balance. And that's kind of what I want to do in this new year. It's like finding the balance of, I want to absolutely take care of the things that I've been given. I want to take care of the house that I've been given. I don't just want to say like, well, when I have a bigger house, you know, it'll be better and I'll do this. I want to take care of the things that he gave me now. You know, my car is so small that I can barely fit in it with my son's car seat in it. You know what I mean? But I want to take care of that car right now, because I think that that's how you honor God and how you actually open doors for bigger opportunity when you're stewarding things well that you already have, you know? And so I want to make sure I'm doing that. But there's a balance of, I don't want to be so overwhelmed and so like trying to make everything perfect that I miss out on even a relationship with God. Like, it can be so easy in the morning to just say like, okay, I need to get some cleaning done while the baby naps or whatever it is, but I've not even spent any time with the Lord, and that can easily go in the back burner, and that to the world looks like what you're supposed to do, but as Christians, it's really not. As Christians, that is first priority. You know, and one of my favorite verses is in here, the Matthew verse that says, but seek first his kingdom and his righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well. So the things that you're praying for, the things that you're seeking God for, literally all he's asking you to do is not even to go out and just endlessly work and endlessly just try to make it. I mean, of course, we're all called to do something, and I'm not against that. But really, what you have to do is seek first his kingdom and his righteousness. Seek first God. Seek first, you know, benefiting his kingdom in some way. Seek first how you can serve others. And all of these things that you're praying for, that you're asking for, that you're needing, will be given to you as well. And so this just has a lot of practical devotionals, as well as like obviously the spiritual side. There's tons of them in here. I haven't read all of them. I'm mostly just reading them as I go. Like in the vlog, most of the time it's like I'm just reading on that vlog, but I'm looking ahead, and there's like an end of the year one as well, like going into the new year. And Manny and I were just kind of talking about, you know, goals for the new year and things like that. And obviously I have some like practical goals. You know, I have like goals where it's like I want to do this like financially and with my family. And you know, it's really crazy because we did IVF in 2020 and it's already about to be 2022, which and we always share this kind of stuff just because that's what we do on this channel. We share a lot of things, pretty much everything. But 2022 is the year that we do plan on another embryo transfer, as long as everything goes according to plan, and I think it should. We would like to transfer sometime in the summer would be the goal. It may take a little longer just because of some surgeries I might have to have, and you know how that goes with booking, and you know, sometimes you might have to wait months before you can even get the surgery. You don't really know how it's going to work. So, you know, it's obviously just in God's hands and whatever he thinks. And same thing I said with Zion's transfer. Like, if this is what he wants in this exact moment, like if today's the day to transfer, let me transfer. But if it needs to be another day, let it be another day. Like, I'm just submitted fully because I know that I'm nothing without him, and he has the ultimate plan. But, you know, in 2022, we're planning on another transfer. And so it's going to be another big year. We've had some big years. Like the past couple of years have been big years. And so family stuff is going to be big. IVF is very mentally hard, to be honest. It's very like emotionally draining and challenging, and physically. If you've seen the vlogs and you've seen the videos, you know, lots of shots and medications and things like that is physically hard. But I think the emotional side of it, not knowing if it's going to work, not knowing, you know, all of that is the hardest part for me. But anyway, you know, we have another big year, but I think ultimately, like, I just want to be the closest to God that I can be this year. And I think that is how, you know, when you get so close to God, the overflow of that just flows over into every area of your life. And so, you know, I want to go into this next transfer cycle so close to God, so trusting in him and in his word, that no matter how things go, that I truly am planted on a firm foundation, that I'm not just like emotionally going wild, that I'm planted firmly, knowing like, listen, I'm yours, you know, and these babies that you allow me to have, they're yours. And you know, Zion, he's God's. He's a child of God that God is allowing me to raise. And I think it puts things into perspective in this next baby. You know, however we grow our family, in whatever way, these are God's babies, and he's allowing me to be their mom. And so I know that he cares so deeply, and this is not just something I care about, but it's something he cares about, and he already knows the outcome. So there's no point in me stressing about it. In the kingdom, this is already done. You know what I mean? Like, he already knows, you know, what the outcome is. So it's already established, and he already knows. And I trust him with that. I trust that he brought me this far. And so I think just learning to trust him in a new way, growing deeper in my relationship with him, you know, and all that kind of stuff is obviously the main goal. But I do have some, maybe I'll do in one of the Vlogmas before we actually wrap it up or something, kind of like some practical goals and some things, you know, financially. And I think that's a big one for me. Honestly, I'm wanting to kind of branch out and do a few different things. And so maybe we'll talk about that. I just have some dreams and some visions and some goals, and I think more than I have in the past few years. You know, for so many years, my only goal, honestly, my main goal was like to beat infertility, to get pregnant, to be able to do this, and we were able to do that. That was a huge thing. And I know it sounds crazy that your goal is a pregnancy, but when you're in infertility, it's like, it's a goal for years. And it happened, and we're so blessed. And obviously that's a goal again going into this next transfer cycle. But I just have a lot of things in my mind lately that I want to accomplish, and that I want to do to, you know, further support our family and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, I want to share that little devotional time with you guys. I'm gonna have to take this sweater off because I don't know what's going on, you guys. It's like 80 degrees and it's almost Christmas. I like a lot of things about Texas. I do not like that. That really irritates me, because it's like, how is it Christmas and it's 80? I just don't get it. It's not always like this. I will say there are years where it's cooler at Christmas, but it's never been cold at Christmas since we've been here. Honestly, the only time it's really even gotten what I would consider cold was last year when we had, I think it was February, we had that snow apocalypse situation where it actually snowed here. It was the first time we'd ever had snow since we've lived here. And it got cold then. I mean, it was real cold. But yeah, it's just probably won't cool off a whole lot till January. So anyway, I know today's vlog it's one of those kind of different ones. Some of them will be full day vlogs where I show you the whole day. Some of them will just be like more devotionals or talking, or, you know, like gifts, like what I did that one day for Zion's gifts. So anyway, thank you guys for joining me today. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't. Leave a comment down below. If you have any thoughts on this devotional, or just any thoughts in general, let me know in the comments. I love getting comments from you guys. Remember, you are incredible. Jesus loves you. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Chestnut roasting, Jack Frost nipping at your nose. So I'm